have a bunch of snow days. So I worked today just to make it a little bit better for, better for the store and my crew. So we were busy. It's busy. Good evening, Carrie. Sitting here eating fresh cherries. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I know you sent it to me, so I'm going to put it in my phone. All right, let me get us over here. Hold on, let me just move my other camera a little bit better. There we go. All righty. Yay! How's everybody? I'm so excited. Today's going to be a good day. Hey, Eric, how's it going? All right, so we are talking about the lymphatic system, and got like 11 pages for our getting loaded up into our recipe vault under kitchen pharmacy. I'll try and get it up there tomorrow. Depends on how tired I am tonight. Thank you, Robin. Hi, Heather. Hello again. How's it going? Oh, it's been a long day. Very long day. I've been running since early this morning. It's all right. We all know that feeling, right? All right, so let's talk about the lymph system. I know a lot of people talk about lymphatic drainage. When you got a cold, it's really bad right here. You can feel them in the back of your neck, and there's a lot of that stuff with like draining and tapping. I think it works. Dry brushing, all that stuff is really kind of fabulous to do for your body. Hey, Tyler, how's it going? We got goals, we got tabs. Let's see where we've landed. Well, we're in C2 now. All righty. Let's put us up there. Get a sticker. Thank you for my popcorn. Thanks, June. All right. Hey, Tyler, thanks for my heart. Yippee. Wow. All right, we have to share, do all the things, right? Share, repost, please tap, all that stuff. Let's get us out there and chatting with our friends. All right, so let's talk about, let me get this up here. I need to get one of those things that holds your papers in. Hey, welcome in today. So we're talking about lymphatic love through food. How do you keep your lymph system feeling good? This is our kitchen pharmacy class. It's usually 8 o'clock in the morning, but today we're doing it tonight, 12 hours later, because I was working today. So if you're new here, I'm Chef Liz. I've been cooking. Oh, you know what? I know what the problem is. Guess what I forgot to do? Hold on, guys. Is it settings? I have on, hold on, where is it? I found it. Comments, is it here? No. Hold on, I have to switch before we start talking again. I have to fix this. It's not content. Campaigns, background. It's got to be in here. Comment settings, allow comment filtered. No, where is the place? You guys know where the place is? I think I have on, because the last one we did was, the last class we did was, what do you call it? Superfan only. So I have to fix that. Otherwise, we're not going to have anybody here tonight. And I know where it is. Hold, please. Got it. I think it's over here. Nope. Is it here? Thank you, Tyler. Oy. I might have to end this and come back on, guys. Because how do I get it off of here? Oh, hold on. I know it's here because I've done it like twice now, and I figured it out, and now, of course, I can't figure it out. Does anybody know how you fix that instead of having to get off? Hi, we're doing lymph. Guys, I'm going to jump off and jump back on. I have to shut this off. Otherwise, we're not going to have any traction tonight. Sorry. I'll be back in about 2 seconds. We are talking about lymph drainage, and we're going to get right back on. Hold on. That's funny. Hold, please. Fan club. Yep, that's the problem. Okay, there it is. Superfan chat. All right, we're back. Here we go. We got this. We got this. Da, 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 da. Okay. All right, here we go. Yay, we're back. All right, good. Awesome. All right. All right, let's get busy. Here we go. Woo. Sorry, guys. Now we just have to share. Hey, Jaden. Hi, Sylvia. How are you? I'm waving at you. That's cute. Hi, Donnie. All right, so we are talking about, hi, Mel. Hi, Carrie. All right, better. We were on Superfan only, and nobody's going to stick around, and I wanted you guys to be here and chat, and now we can all talk. Just got the number 3 viewer badge. Hi, Mel. Oh, thanks for my heart. Okay, good. So we're going to repost, share, tap the screen, like send all that love so that people know we're here. Go Populars are great. Hi, Heather. Thanks for the share. All right, so we're back in. All right, so now, so for this class, I wanted to go over how do you take care of your lymph system with food? Because, we talk about herbs and like massaging gently when you're sick with, hey, Kimberly, massaging gently when you have, your lymph nodes are swollen here, or you're tapping here, or that's how you kind of drain your lymph nodes under your armpits, all that kind of stuff. Your stomach down here, they're all over. So, we'll talk about what the lymph system does, why it gets stagnated, how food, hydration, and minerals support the lymph flow, and key herbs and kitchen hacks that you can do. Hey, Mats, how are you? That will help. So what does the lymphatic system do? It's sort of like that drainage, right? It drains and washes your whole system. It's sort of like a car wash for your system, right? And it carries away cellular waste, which is really important. It moves immune cells throughout the body to monitor and respond to infection. It helps absorb fat and fat-soluble nutrients. Hey, how's it going? Welcome in. Hi, Renee. Hey, Matt. We're doing our kitchen pharmacy class tonight. And let's see what else. And it helps absorb fats and fat-soluble nutrients from the digestive tract, which is really important. So how can you tell if your lymph system might need a little love? Well, first sign would be like a puffy face under the eyes. If you ever get like those puffy like bags under your eyes, hands, ankles are swollen, feeling heavy, very sluggish, congested, like very tight, your nutritional knowledge is unmatched. Thanks, Matt. I do work with notes though, because I talk so fast and you guys roll that chat a lot so much that I love to have my notes. So thank you. I appreciate that. So brain fog, stiffness. You ever wake up in the morning and your hands are stiff? That's all that caca that's stuck in your hands and your joints. You want to get stuff moving again. Very achy. So that's sort of like the lymphatic system basic, right? That's what we're looking at first. Now, the next part is there's pillars of, I call them lymphatic love. How are we going to love up our lymphatic system? Okay, so the lymphatic system is mostly fluid. So we need to stay hydrated, right? And that fluid actually moves the lymph and the lymph nodes like throughout that system and flushes stuff out of the body. So you want to focus on mineral rich water. It's something so simple as making this, right? If you're going to take this, let's get an orange and a lemon. Let's get a lemon. So you're feeling a little sluggish. You feel like your hands are a little swollen. The best thing that you can do in the morning or at night or whenever you decide, or if you think you've been eating crap all day, then you're going to do this, right? Take your glass of water for the night. And you're going to, oops, we don't want that one. Take this one. You're going to take a lemon. Very simple. It's so simple. I mean, this is powerful, right? You're going to add a little bit of lemon juice, right? Awesome. Hi, Chef. Hi, Glenn Tiger. How's it going? We're talking about lymphatic love. We're on the love boat to a clean lymph system. And then look, all you really need, I'm not kidding. Let me put this up to the, and look, this is the pinch of salt you're looking for. That's it. Thank you, Tyler, for all that love. It's good. I'm just starting with my giant knife. Okay, that's it. This is a mineral-rich water. This is going to help hydrate your lymph system, and start to get things rolling. You could use an orange. You could use anything like that. Hydrating focus: cucumbers, celery, leafy greens, citrus, melons, berries. I mean, for 15 months, we've been talking about this food, and here we are again talking about our lymph system and how important it is, right? So so gentle daily herbal waters. Here, if you want to write these down, or if you're in the recipe vault, you can get this whole packet. Is the fluid buildup in ankles? Yeah, I mean, I think it can, Is this fluid build up in the ankles? Yeah, if your ankles start to swell, yeah, your circulation isn't happening. Could be your lymphatic system. I mean, remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm a chef who has studied the relationship of food and healing. So I'm telling you how I see things, but always, check in with your RD, your registered dietitian, or your nutritionist. Hopefully Lauren will show up and she'll corroborate what I say or tell me I got it wrong. Usually I get it right. Oh, we have a flash goal. You guys ready? Ready for a flash goal? Let's see what it is. Cross your fingers. It's going to be easy. Oh, what is that? 3 gifters send love you so much. That sounds like a piece of cake. All right, you guys ready? Go. 3 gifters. This algorithm knows how we are with those things. Hi, Island Boy. All right, so simple hydration. We got our we have our gentle daily, right? Okay, let's say morning. I got you there. Okay, so this is morning, 12 to 16 ounces. You can do this too. Thank you, Lumac. Thank you, Carrie. That's good. I like that. And now, remember, we have somewhere in our kitchen pharmacy, we did a whole series on creating mineral-rich, sort of those alligator aid drinks. You know what I'm talking about? Hi, Janet. I can barely see what this says. I wish I had it closer to me. So if you guys have questions, just jump in. So, all right, so this is our mineral rich. Hydrating foods we did, right? Cucumber, all that. Gentle daily herbs. Now, we're going to talk about these later. I don't have a lot of them here, but nettle, red clover, hibiscus, calendula, and lemon. Very good herbs to keep in your cabinet if you have a lymph issue, or if you feel congested or stagnant. You know it. I kind of feel like, when you feel that tightness or not feeling good. Thank you for my roses. Did you light those up in our gift gallery? Thank you, Janet. So those are really important, right? Now, simple hydration ritual. Here you go. Kitchen pharmacy right here. You got your glass of water in the morning, warm water, lemon, and that pinch of salt, which we did. And you want to use a mineral-based salt. Himalayan, it's like pink and it's got all the, that I love this salt. It's my favorite, real salt. I don't get paid to say that. I just have been cooking with them for years. So you want to use that, right? Now, midday, you could add, let's get this, cucumber, mint. And, you can set this up in the morning, right? You can get your mint. Hold on, let me get my mint out and my cucumber. So of course, I'm not ready. Why? Why would I be ready? I want to show you this. You could take your like a mason jar and get yourself ready overnight. And this is a perfect way to do it. Let me show you. You're going to bring a jar. You get your mason jar. Hold on, I'm getting it. Oh, please. All right. So you get your water. Get your nice fresh water. Right. We have great well water here, and you're going to put. You're going to take this, and this is your afternoon, right? Especially if you're not a water person and you need something to help you, I'm going to peel this just a little. I'm just opening it just a little, right? This is air. My water gets very aerated. You'll see it go through. It's something with our filter. It's not cloudy water. You'll see all the air bubbles kind of lift after a minute. So what I do is I just cut up my cucumber, right? I'll throw it in here. I'll take a mint leaf, right? I'm using organic. And I love this. I'm going to put a little sprig of mint in here, right? And if you have fresh berries, great. If you don't, this time of year, you're not going to get great berries because they're not in season. I'll do the organic frozen berries. And let's say I'm going to use for tomorrow morning, I'm going to use blueberries. Come on, open up. Of course, it doesn't want to cooperate. Why would it want to? There we go. Hello, sweet chef. Hi, Kat. We're making some lymphatic love water. Look at that. That's not going to work. Let's get our other lid. This is great. I love having this water, especially actually in the summertime. It's also really good. But you can already see the blueberries kind of doing their thing. Look at that. Look at that. Blueberry cucumber mint water. I mean, if you don't like water, this is a great way to do it. Am I from Jersey? I am from New York. We sound very similar. I grew up on the island. Where are you from, Wild Wonders? I hope it's Jersey. Yum, right? So look, this is the morning time, right? Then in the afternoon, you're drinking something like this. Hey, Brenda. So this is cucumber, mint, and blueberries. If you don't like blueberries, you could put raspberries. You could put strawberries, either one. But these are perfect for your day. And you can just take this to work, right? You could sip on this at work. And then for the afternoon, you could do herbal infusions. Those would be like a nettle tea, or nettle, or what's the other one? Let me see. Nettle, red clover, or oh my God. Yeah, nettles and red clover. Those would be the ones I would use. They're great for afternoon, like midday. Maybe you just get home from work at 3 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Brew yourself a nice warm cup of tea. Throw some nettles in there. If you could get the nettle tea bags, those always work. If you can't get fresh herb, that's fine. You can do that. Brew yourself a nice cup of nettles tea, and then just have that. It's the best. And these 3 drinks, you could do any variation. You could do orange and strawberry, orange and raspberry. You could do, this one has lemon. I would always do the lemon in the morning. I think that's really good to kind of move everything. It's delicious. If you don't like to put ice in your water, don't put ice. You could just do it, regular. Hey, Farah. Heard air about nettles. Heard air? Tell me what you mean by that. If you guys have a question, you can always add it in the chat too over here. All right, so I'm going to put this here, and then you have a nice herbal tea, right? Nettles is fabulous. It's great for food allergies. Number 2 viewers badge. Love that. Any of those things. Yeah, just keep sharing, repost, tap. We really want to move the chat. And you heard a lot about nettles. Yeah. Drink that before coffee. Yeah, try and drink all of these before coffee. You'll be surprised. There'll be at one moment after you're drinking lemon and a little salt, a little lemon, a little water. There'll be a moment where you forget to have your coffee because the energy of getting your lymphatic system moving. Now, if anybody has a vibration plate, yeah, this is great. I would let this sit overnight, at least a couple of hours, but look, it's already like nice and blue, purpley. If anybody has a vibration plate, that's a really, really good way to get your lymph system going, or one of those little rebounders. Those are fabulous too. You're just bouncing. Even just doing this on your toes is really going to work. That's your simple hydration. Those are your 3 things, right? So warm water with lemon and a pinch of salt. This is the real salt that I use. Do I have my bag out here? I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Oops. All right, I don't have it out here. I have the label. Hold on, I'll show you the label. This is the label. This is our popcorn salt. We have popcorn salt. Hold on, let's mirror that. There you go. Real salt. Now, I don't get paid to do that. I'll let you know when I do. This blueberry drink, yeah, it's actually very refreshing. You could too, if you wanted to, you could do like half sparkling, half, just like a sparkling water. I wouldn't do like club or any of that because they have added extra salt, but you could do like club and, like half this and then maybe put a little sparkling water in this, and it'll be great. Not seltzer because those are usually flavored or hydrogenated. You just want just like a carbonated seltzer. All right. So the pillar number 2 for your lymphatic system is to ease inflammation and congestion, right? Chronic inflammation. When you have chronic inflammation, it thickens the lymph system or the nodes and all of that. It starts to thicken things. It's sort of, and it makes detox work really hard, right? So if you think of something's getting thicker, how are you flowing through that? Of course, right? So, some of the things that you want to do is eat the rainbow, obviously, berries, cherries, pomegranate, beets, carrots, leafy greens, eat the rainbow. I was just talking tonight on our webinar for our All Access Pass. We had a webinar before class tonight, and I compared with everybody the relationship of the food pyramid in the 1970s, that's been sort of the standard since then, with small, very, very small, insignificant changes, to the one that's been, as they say, oh, they flipped the pyramid upside down. And it is, the way that I have been teaching food and healing on here for the past 15 months, right? And it's like most of your diet is fruit and vegetables. And the reason why, and I'm really convinced, teaching over the last year, that the number one nutrient to me to help chronic illness, chronic inflammation, chronic, all of that stuff is fiber. Fiber. You have type 2 diabetes, you need fiber. You need to move and eat fiber. You are, you have arthritis. To me, that's a stagnation. And good evening, Arlene. Oh, that's all right, Carrie. We'll do it again. Renee. I don't think we taped it either, recorded it. Next time I have to remember to record it. Tyler, if you're here, we have to make a note and record it. But I'm going to do it again. I might do it for Q&A tomorrow night, a little bit different, but similar, because I think it's important. I really do, because when we were looking at that, I was like, whoa, this is really very, it's important, because they've made it wonderful. I think, well, it's the way that I eat, and it's the way that I kind of talk to you guys about eating all the time. So fats, right? Avocado, olive oil, flax, chia, hemp, walnuts, all of those things. That is where your good fats come from. Those things are not going to clog your arteries. They're not going to cause cholesterol. They're not, right? So if you have a closet full of seed oils, I would encourage you to move them out of your being. Hey, it's Nance. How are you tonight? Thanks for coming by. So you want to think about that. Spices, turmeric, ginger, onion, rosemary, thyme, all of these really send a lot of love to the lymph system. Thank you for my heart. Thank you. Hi, Gail. Hi, New York. What's up? All right. So I love this. I wrote it in here. So this is the things that you want to emphasize, right? All these wonderful foods that we've been loving on for the past 15 months. Now, what do you want to crowd out? What do you want to get rid of to support your lymphatic system? You're looking at getting rid of ultra processed foods, refined seed oils, and sugary drinks. Those are the top three, right? Ginger's so good for so many things. Yeah, it's definitely, it's up there with all, like, the top 20 foods, right? Heavy fried foods and excess dairy. If you notice congestion after eating, if you start eating and your nose starts running, that is a huge sign. Ooh, was it good? Does oil of oregano help? Nick, oil of oregano is great for your immune system. It's great for like an antibacterial. Does it help with oregano will help a little bit with your lymphatic system, like as part of your daily health ritual. But oil of oregano is certainly something that you could be using when you're not feeling good, or people around you aren't feeling good. It's definitely, supports your immune system for sure. All right. So pillar number 3. So the first one was hydration, that actually moves the lymph. Wait, my nose does run after I eat, and I sneeze a lot. So if you don't have a cold, usually that is a sign, Belle, of some type of allergy you're consuming. If you don't have a cold, you're not sick, all of those things, and you are sneezing, or your nose starts running, or even postnasal drip, all 3 of those are a sign of you might be sensitively allergic. So there's 2 types of allergies with food. The one where, we've always heard you got to carry an EpiPen, anaphylaxis shock, hives, vomiting. That is instant. Oh my gosh, I'm shook. think about it, like it could be dairy, wheat, the combination, all of those things could be a sign that your body is saying, I don't like that. Absolutely. Cheeks get red in children sometimes. Now remember, if all other things are, regular, then maybe not, but these could be other signs. So there's two things. There's IgG and IgE. IgE is the immediate response. Vomit, anaphylactic, can't breathe, hives. Those are things that are immediate. They are concerning. You have to go to the doctor, hospital. You have to carry an EpiPen. I carry an EpiPen for bees. I'm highly allergic to bees. And the other anaphylactic shock, my fault, 100%, is an herb called andrographis. And that's for another time, story for another time. Anyway, that's in so many natural immune system, natural cold and healing things. Soy for you. Oh, really? Like anaphylactic or the IgE, where it's more like a systemic sort of gut issues, brain fog. When you have a food sensitivity, I would call that, up to 72 hours after you ingest a food, anaphylactic to soy. Whoa, that's a pain in the neck. So you can't really eat out much, I would imagine, right? You need a recipe vault. I break out with oatmeal. Yeah, see? So it's very interesting to see how that all works. So the IgG that you get tested for, the food sensitivity, that is all those kinds of things. Brain fog, digestive issues, runny nose, migraines, what other? Postnasal drip. If you are not sick and you don't have, allergies, right? If you have environmental like pollen and things like that, and you get that postnasal drip, right? Hey, April. Hi, Edna. So I would say these are the things that are going to get you, right? These are the things that you want to watch for and think about and look at. So pillar number 3, all right, so we said ease inflammation and ease congestion. We went over that. Number 3 is fiber plus bitters. This is my favorite. This equals a daily drain. Do you hear that? Daily drain. Now, what did I say in the very beginning? Thank you, Carrie. Thank you so much. April, this is the first time I've seen this. You have been in our fan club for a year. It says here, 10 interactions. You enjoy healthy snacks. You've helped with 10 goals. You can level up. This is so cute. I never saw this before. I want to see if I can, what does it say? You can put a bar. It's giving me all of your interactions. That's so funny. April, this thing collects a lot of information. It says, I'm getting an entire book about you. It says, for 1 year, celebrate with them. So enjoy healthy snacks and help with 10 goals. You've done so much. Besides your favorites like walnuts and flax, what are some of your go-to healthy snacks? Oh my God, this is so interesting. And it gives me the dates and when you leveled up. Holy moly, this thing is crazy. It's kind of creepy. I'm stalking you. Does it say I just ate a bag of gummy bears? Nope, didn't say that. It says you only like healthy snacks. Come on, don't make me look crazy. That's so funny. You're so funny, April. April has some beautiful jewelry in her lives. I can't quite figure out what's going on in there, but one of these days I have to have a side conversation with you because I don't really understand everything, but I'm always intrigued by the jewelry. It's very pretty. I haven't caught on. All right, so pillar number 3, fiber plus bitters, right? ground flax, chia, oats, quinoa, beans, lentils, butternut squash, pears, apples, with the skin, berries, leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables. This is all fiber. You need this in your body every single day. This is what's going to flush your system out. Now, what are the bitters? The bitters are arugula, dandelion greens. Hold on, I have all of these. Let's look at a beautiful salad we can make. I have my organic baby arugula, and I bought dandelions just for this night. Ooh, you know what else I have that I absolutely love? I don't know where my I have my dandelions. Don't leave me, watch. Here they are. I love these dandelions. Okay, love. And I have endive, which I think is also a wonderful bitter. These are beautiful. Look at these beautiful, right? These look like the weeds in your yard. If you don't spray your yard, if you're in an area that doesn't spray, that you don't have any runoff, that you feel really comfortable and safe doing, you know, when it's dandelion season, you could actually use you can actually cut your own dandelions and eat them. Also, I like to add to this endive too. I love bitter greens. Love, love, love them. So you're talking about kale, arugula, dandelion, radicchio, endive, kale, mustard greens, all wonderful. Really, really wonderful. And you can make a salad of this every night. And you don't need a lot. So you don't have to freak out if you don't like it. But let's take a look at how we can make it taste good. I want to show you that. Let's use an apple. We have cucumber, lemon. I want to show you a quick salad that you could put together for yourself where you're not like, oh my God, I can't get this down. But if you just eat a little bit every day over time, you're going to see a huge difference. Hey, campground. Look, so I'm just going to take the tops off of my dandelion, and I'm going to just chop it up really nice and small. I like it that way, right? I like it nice and, like almost like a chiffonade, right? I'm going to put that in my bowl. If you're here for the first time, I'm Chef Liz, and I've been cooking organic whole foods for the past 40 years, and I'm the executive chef of a health food store in New York, in Connecticut, called Nature's Temptations, and I run the prepared food department and catering business there. And I've been on social media now for like the past 15 months teaching organic whole foods. And this is our 8 a.m. kitchen pharmacy class that I had to do tonight because I had to go to work today. But it's a wonderful class and you learn a lot. And if you're interested, we are everywhere on social media. On YT, you can come and join me there and see all the replays. We're on IG, Book a Face. The community there is wonderful, helpful, supportive, and we just share a lot there. And also, if you are interested, all of our kitchen pharmacy classes come with, anywhere from 10 to 30 pages worth of information. We've done things like cough and congestion, diabetes, blood sugar support, heart. There's like 35 different kitchen pharmacy packets and also recipes. Hey, Colleen, welcome. Oh, great. Am I the first one? You are probably, you're like the 6th person on YT ever to show up and even chat with me. So thank you and welcome. So you can also go and visit the LINK in my BIO. I need pom-poms for that. And go visit Stan. And he has the recipe vault. There's some free downloadable things. There's a downloadable Big Mac. There's a premium pantry makeover. There's Vital Sips where you can learn all these different recipes on the little 2-ounce sips to be healthy. So there's a lot of information there. So you can join in there. My soup cookbook's there. We're doing a quick commercial break. My soup cookbook is there, 28 different soups, and I will sign it for you and ship it out. My beautiful friend from Jag Studios, she did all the photography in this book, and it's stunning. I love this book, and it's really wonderful. There's 8 different stocks and 28 different soups. It's just a lovely, it's my first one. And we just started our storyboards for the second book. My second cookbook's coming out this year. And then also there's an ebook, Beat the Bloat. If you guys are, anybody suffering from digestive issues, you can download Beat the Bloat. It's fabulous. So we have a ton of resources for you to be healthy, free and paid for. You can find what works for you. All right, so now here's a quick salad, right? Now, if this is too much for you in one sitting because the apples and all of this is way too much, prepare the greens and then get another bowl and let's just take a little bit out, right? So look, then we'll take a piece of wonderful organic apple, skin on, that's your fiber, right? And then I'm gonna make just small cuts. We're gonna put this in our salad. I'm already into this so much. If you're not here, if this is the first time you're here, we do a lot of recipes all the time. Tomorrow night will be, and then in the Book of Face in Stan, when you go visit Stan, I have a newsletter that comes out every month. So it's out now for February, and we have cooking classes. We have my whole schedule of all the classes, so you can, see what we're doing and where, and you'll be able to join whenever you need to. All right, here you go. We're gonna put some apple in here, and then I have endive. I have some cucumber here. I'll add this. And then the best dressing when you are worried about lymphatic drainage is some lemon juice and olive oil and a pinch of salt. That's all you need. And this, honestly, if you can eat this once a day, any variation of this. If you don't like apples, you could add grapefruit. That's nice and bitter and delicious, right? If you, now watch this. Now remember, everything that I'm putting in here for me is all organic. So I'm gonna add a little lemon juice. And then I'm gonna get my nice organic, single-sourced olive oil. How was your salad from the other day? I ate the whole thing. I loved it. I ate the whole thing. And then I had my vegetable soup from Italian Trattoria night tonight again for dinner, and I loved it. It was so good. Did you guys, I have to get those up. Those are the only 2 that we're missing in the vault right now. And then I'm gonna use my real salt, and it's just a pinch, right? Just a mineral base. That's it. That's my salad. And this salad, honestly, if you're feeling sluggish, if you're not feeling like you have energy, if your joints are stiff, I'm going to tell you right now, you drink our 3 liquids that we just made tonight. Well, I didn't make the nettles, but you make a nettle tea at night. You drink your blueberry cucumber water and then your lemon water in the morning. Or we can't see the salad. Oh, here you go. Look, it's so pretty. Look, here's my salad, right? So if you have, that's all right, don't worry. And then you drink your blueberry, and then you have your nettles tea when you come home or late afternoon. You are gonna, I'm gonna say within 4 to 5 days, you're gonna start to feel really good. It's gonna start to, I miss the drinks. Oh, Granny, so in here, I just put, and remember, everything that I'm doing, Granny, is organic. So I have organic cucumber, blueberries, and mint in here. And we're talking about, sending a lot of, bye, Colleen. We're sending a lot of love to our lymphatic system. Exactly. There's so many systems to support, but if you guys notice, we are just moving the same foods around in different combinations to support different things, right? It's the same 20 or 30 different foods. And then you add a little bit of other stuff. So if you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh my God, my joints are stiff today, I better spend a day, taking care of myself. And you make this salad, Oh, one more ingredient I want to put on here. I always have this on my counter, and it's ground flax. I grind it fresh every week, and I throw it on everything. A little teaspoon, high fiber, protein. It's delicious. Now, I'm not a fan of flax oil at all. I don't like the taste, but ground flax, I love it. And look, so that adds a little texture to the salad. The apple adds the crunch and the sweet. So you're balancing sweet and bitter. But this is great. I really want to eat this. It looks so good. So I have in the salad endive, dandelion, arugula. So what we're saying is this is pillar number 3 to support your lymph system. It's bitters and fiber. Mm. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Can I be your personal cook? You know how many people ask me that? Marry me, personal chef, be my mama. If you live near Connecticut, you can come get food. This is beautiful. And you know, what's great about it is when you add the sweet of the apple, you will see, when you add the sweet of the apple and you have cucumber in here. Hi, Bianca. You will see that, thanks for the shares. Keep that going. We need 90,000 more taps. Tapping away. And we have to show Robin that we can do it. So when you add that sweetness to the bitterness of the greens don't taste bad, right? It balances it. It's like nature kind of takes care of that so that you can enjoy a salad like this. And I will tell you, this is so nutrient packed, this salad, that you would be hard pressed to eat more of this. Now, if you needed a little bit more crunch, or you feel like, oh God, I don't have enough protein or something, you could put like pumpkin seed on here or sunflower seed. You could add, maybe if you wanted to, a little bit of chicken, grilled chicken, or a piece of poached salmon, something like that. Tuna salad, if you felt like you needed protein. But honestly, to eat this bowl of salad, like before you had lunch or in the middle of lunch, the density of this and the nutrients in here, yeah, Lee, it's so good that your body will be so satisfied that you will not need anything else. It is very interesting when you start to eat clean, whole, organic foods, your body starts to need less food. The more nutrient dense your food is, the less food you need to eat. The more over-processed, the more empty nutrient food that we eat, the more we want to pack in, because our body is desperately looking for something to eat that's filled with nutrients. Thanks for my popcorn. Thanks for my popcorn. Get it? Makes sense, right? So, perfect. Now you have that salad. Let's move on. So you have, again, so I'll run through for anybody that just joined us. So we're talking about loving up your lymphatic system. If it's congested, if you're not feeling good, some of the things, here, I'll run through it really fast with you guys. Some of the things that you're going to feel, signs that your lymph system might not be good. Bags under your eyes when you wake up. That's kidney too. It could be your kidneys. But a lot of times it's your lymph system. Puffiness in your face, under your eyes, your hands are swollen in the morning, your ankles. If you feel heavy and sluggish and like congested, frequent sore throats, a recurring cold, swollen glands, tender armpits or groin, that's where your lymphs are. Not a bad thing to dry brush, right? Dry brush towards your heart. And if you don't have a dry brush to do that with, use a towel. When you dry off in the shower, go towards your heart with the towel. And when you dry your legs, instead of going down, go up. That's gonna kind of create that same lymphatic movement. Rebounders will help. Those vibration plates are phenomenal. And the last one, brain fog, stiffness, achiness, right? These are the things that you want to look for. And of course, remember, the caveat being that those could be so many things, but you try each thing and you eat like this, and eventually you're going to move your lymph system. So, Casey Ann, for me, there are two things about underarm deodorant. A lot of them really don't work, but they don't work not because they don't work. It's like you got to get your body used to them. An herb that you can take is alfalfa. If you take alfalfa every day, like a capsule, and for like a month or 2 months or 90 days, you will see that your body odor will dissipate, right? And then, like I use that, the crystal one, the salt crystal that doesn't have aluminum or anything. You got to be careful in the big box stores. Sometimes those still have crap in them. But it takes a little bit of time for your body to overall kind of use them. But I like those the most. All the other ones for me, I've never really found a better one than that. But the cleaner you eat, the less you need a body, body control, odor control, believe it or not. If you got smelly feet, your feet are smelly, you want to start detoxing. Think about it, right? Those odors are just like, sometimes it could be, this sounds so gross, but putrefaction in your gut and stuff, those are a pretty good sign that something's going down. Not always, but it can be. Hold on, let me get to our leaf sticker. Okay. Pretty, my love. After menopause, we smell different. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I guess. I never thought about that, actually. You think we smell worse or better? I don't know. If you guys have questions, just jump in and ask, keep loving up the chat. And, the more, I notice that the more go populars, the more we get pushed out. I didn't know that. I've been learning about that. I didn't know. Jumping into Send Some Love. I miss you, Pre. And the salad was so good. Oh my goodness. All right, now. All right, so we got through our 3 pillars. Hydration, that actually moves the lymph. That's where we got our blueberry, mint, and cucumbers. I'm going to put this in the fridge and I'll sip on it all day tomorrow. And then our lemon water, a little nettles tea, all great. Easing inflammation and congestion, how we do that is you eat the rainbow and you eat good fats, avocado, olive oil, flax, chia, hemp, walnuts, and then your spices. Turmeric, ginger, garlic. You could put a little ginger on this salad if you wanted to. That would be wonderful, like fresh ginger. Just, zest it right in the bowl. All those things make such a difference. All right, lemon, grapefruit. If it doesn't interact with your meds, the end of the Texas Red Rio Star organic grapefruits just happened about 2 weeks ago. So I wait till like October or November of this year, and they come back again till like January. Sometimes they go a little longer, sometimes they go a little less. You never know with that grapefruit, but if you get your hands on that grapefruit, it's unbelievable. All right. So pillar number 4, gentle movement and breath. This is really important, and we've talked about it a couple of times, right? The lymph system has no pump. No pump. Like, blood pumps to the heart, right? The heart is the pump that moves your blood all over your body. The lymph system doesn't have that. So it moves when you move. So if you're a couch potato, or you're not moving a lot, or you're sitting at you get out of bed, you eat breakfast, you drive to work, you sit at a desk, then then you come home, you eat dinner, and you sit down and watch TV and relax. And then you get up and you go to bed. Your lymph system did not move all day. So what do? How do you fix that? Well, you can get a rebounder, like we said, when you're doing this, or you could get up 5 minutes, in the morning, while you're brushing your teeth, you can bounce on your feet, right? You could do that. You could, if you don't have a rebounder or a vibration plate, you can, bounce. I don't know. You could stand in front of the TV and bounce and watch TV for a few minutes and just bounce. That little bit, when I feel that, if you guys get up and do that right now, you're going to feel that in your body. The other thing that works is, like I just said, the dry brushing. You're brushing towards yourself, right? Towards your heart. Even when I do that, just do that on your arms. You're going to feel your body feel like, woo, what was that? You're going to feel it. Try that. I know you're going to feel it. Just move your hands up your arms, and you're, with a little bit of pressure. The lymph system does not need a lot of pressure. It doesn't. It needs a small amount of pressure. When you do that, your body's going to feel it. Ooh, I feel very energized right now doing that. So those things are really important. Gentle, also gentle stretching, right? Just moving your body, just these little movements are going to make your body sort of move your lymph system. In the morning when you get out of bed, just doing this, those little, even just a little Tai Chi movement, and swinging your arms, this is going to get the lymph system woken up. And don't be surprised if, your body starts to tingle and, it feels alive. If you haven't done that in a long time, you can really feel it. The other thing that you want to do is just moving the lymphatic system very gently. Like you have lymph nodes right back here on your neck. And when I tell you you're just touching, like a feather touch, you do not need a lot to do this. I think in this packet, I have a little lymphatic drainage sort of handout that I will put in this packet that you'll find in the recipe vault. That's in the LINK on our bio. And you can go visit Stan, and he keeps my library for me. So you can go visit that, and you'll see a lot of this stuff, and you can pick it up. There's a lot of freebies in there. There's pay for stuff, but it's all in there for you. I spent a lot of time making all of this information for you guys so that you have easy to read, easy to understand, not too scientific, but it gets you the information you need to make good decisions that you can, take to your doctor and say, hey, can I do this? Is it going to help me? Hi, Lee. Thank you. Thank you. Level 22. Woo, woo. All right. Deep breathing, especially on walks or before meals. Like if you breathe, you'd be surprised. Sometimes in the morning, it is an endless supply of info. Thank you, Kim. Yay. It really is. Thank you, Lord, for my heart. Thank you. We have 70,000 more taps to go. Maybe 100,000 if we really want to get crazy. Hi, Kim. Yay. Tapping, the Go Popular is what pushes you out. I had no idea. All right. So next, let's talk about herbs. Now, these are a little bit harder to get. And most of the time, the best way you're going to get them is in tea form. I would say that, thank you for my grain. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think it's time for my heart. All right, we have 2 out of 8 popcorns, 4 out of 12 cranes, 23 out of 25. We have to raise that. We have to go to 30. I know we can do it. I know we can get to 30 heart me's today. I know it. There's probably plenty of you guys that want to love us up. You learn so much. Don't forget, so important to our TikTok friends. I became title gifter for the 50th time. Kim, yay. All right. So a couple of things. Red clover. That supports the lymphatic circulation and it gently detoxes. Teas. I would do it in a tea form. Best way. Tea bags, loose tea. There's a tea company. It's called, I think it's called Medicinal Medicines. Let me see. I want to show it to you so that you know what to get. I want to see if I can find here it is. It's called, the company is called, I love this company. They've been around a really long time. It's called Celebration Herbals. It's a tea company. I don't make any money on these companies. They don't pay me to say this. It's just, I like to talk about the brands that I have used over the years that have been very helpful to me, that have been around for a long time. Cece, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so that's the tea company. I love this company. Easy to get. They're usually in health food stores. Can you see that? There you go. Red clover tea. That's a great one. And this company, they do loose tea and bags. It's caffeine free. These are great. There's something called cleavers. It's a traditional unclogger for the lymph system. If your lymph system is really clogged, the cleavers has been used historically for swollen lymph. Yeah, keep that chat rolling for sure. Very important, very, very important. A little harder to find, a little harder to get. I was looking in my store. I'm going to try and get it in our shop. I think it's important for us to have that. I want to do a video on it. But the way that we eat in this country and the way that we sit around and, you know, we work at our desks, if a lot of you have a desk job, or you're driving a lot, it would be really good to have as a tea to help your body. You will see a huge difference in how you feel. Don't know. I don't know. I know it's not going to taste licorice-y. I know that, which I do not like. And to be honest with you, I have not drank that tea. And if I have, I didn't know it. Dandelion tea has cleaver. Oh, good to know, Arlene. That makes sense. Let me see. Let's ask. Described similar to green tea, cucumber, or wheatgrass. Well, if it's wheatgrass, I can't stand wheatgrass. But if it's cucumber or what was the other one? It has a mild, earthy, and fresh taste. I'm the kind of person, though, I could drink mud if it's going to make me feel better. If it's going to heal me, I can drink Chinese mud teas. Have you ever had those? They're horrendous. You're welcome. And burdock and nettle. Yep. Erlene. I'm just getting to them. They're on my list. So cleavers, calendula, it supports lymph movement and skin. Lovely in teas. And that's how I would do it. To me, the teas seem to be the easiest way to ingest these herbs. Nettle, very mineral rich. It supports circulation. It's a gentle detoxer. And it's great as a daily infusion or added to broths. Now, what I love about nettles, if you take that all the time throughout the year, if you have seasonal allergies, it takes a year, but you use it with nettles and quercetin. If you take nettles and quercetin, if you drink it, you can also get it in capsule form. If you take that and you have seasonal allergies, it takes 1 year. The following year, like if you start it now, next year, you got to take it like you would any other pill or vitamin or medication that you would take. Got to take it every day for a year. You will have a significant reduction in allergens. Now, if you get your lymph system moving, you will have a significant reduction in environmental allergies as well. Keep that in mind. So nettle and then burdock root. I love burdock root. It's very grounding. It supports elimination and it supports the skin. It is wonderful. It looks like a big brown wet stick. That's the best way to describe it. You can it's easy to add to soups, stews, and roasted veggies. I grate it raw. I would grate we didn't have any today, but if I had it, I would have put it in the salad and I would have ate the salad with that. Hey, Dee Dee. Kimye, what are you saying really wow for? Oh, because of the immune system and the nettles, it really works. Hi, Norma. Thanks for my heart. We need to boost up our fans. We need a lot of boosting. I think it's just our happy little algorithm these days. I think that changed, and I think everybody's talking about it. We'll just ride the wave. What'd you miss? This is me eating an apple. Does it just smell so good? We're talking about lymphatic system and how to love it up so that you feel better. A lot of people don't think about the lymphatic system. You don't think about it. You don't think about the role it plays in the body until we start talking about it. Thanks for the popcorn, June. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until we start talking about it, and then we realize, holy moly, this is really, it's really important. Thank you, June. I love you. Love you, sis. I can't call you twin. I got to call you sis. Kimberly's got that. All right. Aromatics and everyday spices. Aromatics are garlic and onion, right? They support circulation and immune function. Ginger, it warms and stimulates circulation and digestion. How do you take ginger? You can grate it and eat it raw right in your salad. You can make a tea. You guys want to see me make a tea? You've seen me make a tea a bunch of times. But for the people who are here for the first time, let's make a quick tea. I'll show you what it looks like. Nice, fresh, filtered water. Put it in a pot. And then it's pretty simple. It's not hard. We're going to take this, and I'm just going to take a piece of ginger like this. This is even a lot. You don't even need this much. And I'm just going to slice it nice and thin. Skin on. You don't have to take the skin off. See, this is enough to make a nice cup of tea, right? Right in that pot. And if you want to get crazy, we could do a little, these are unbelievable. These mandarins, they're like eating candy. If you can't eat sugar, if you don't want to eat sugar, but you love the sweet, I mean, right now, these organic mandarins are unbelievable. And some of them are so little and so small. Let me see, do I have any left? I think my family's been eating them. I mean, they were so, oh, here they are, look. I didn't buy any of the little tiny ones, but they were even smaller than this. Oh my God, they're like a little sugar pod. They're so sweet, so orangey. Fired up. What's going on? Thanks for my heart. All right, so you could take this and just cut a piece, like cut it in half. Just brew it up. Little orange ginger. Put a little manuka honey in here, and you have a beautiful tea. Nice for the morning, nice for the early afternoon. You know, if you are sluggish in the afternoon, eat this with some ginger tea. Take that to work. Put a little thermos, get a little bowl, pour your little lemon juice, a little olive oil, salt, put all the stuff together. You will be so happy. Thank you for my roses. Thank you. Did you light them up in the gallery? Thank you. Thank you, Fired Up. You will feel so good. So good. All right. So we're doing that. Turmeric, it supports a more balanced inflammatory response. Now, I also have raw turmeric. If you can get this, we sell it in our shop. So I have access to it often. I can put this in here too. Again, all I'm going to do is put a couple of slices in. You really don't need a lot. It's so powerful. Look, just 3 little discs. Look how beautiful. I mean, it's so gorgeous. So we'll throw that in there too. Smells so good. All right. So all of these things are going to help bring down the inflammation in your body, calm you. It's so important and simple, right? And then rosemary and thyme, traditional circulatory and immune allies, right? They are always good. If you have fresh, you can do fresh or dried as long as it's certified organic. It doesn't matter to me. Got to be very careful with herbs these days because they are irradiated or, and for shelf life, which takes all those medicinal properties out of them. So wherever you can, fresh is the best, but if you can't get fresh, dry, organic dried is fine. And then citrus and berries, lemon, lime, grapefruit. Remember, those are like sort of sour and bitter, right? Those are really important. They help the gallbladder. They're going to help your lymphatic system. They support hydration, digestion. They gently detox. You don't even feel it happening. So a little bowl of salad like this with some lemon, a little grated ginger, you're going to feel really, really good. Let's see what else. Let me see. Do I have any other recipes to show you? Oh, I do. Let me see. Okay. You want a morning drink? You guys want to see a more intense morning wake-up drink? Let's try it. I'll do this because usually we're doing these in the morning. All right, let me get a towel. Okay, so this is the morning, I call this the morning wake-up elixir, all right? You're doing warm filtered water. Thank you for my heart skin, yay. 12 to 16 ounces. So that might be a lot for some people at first in the morning, but honestly, if you can do that, the benefits are amazing. And you want to do it with a little bit of, you don't want cold water because think about that. Think about when you jump in a cold bathtub or a cold shower, it shocks you. We're not looking for that. We want gentle, calmness. So I'm just going to get the water a little bit more warm and we're going to do the juice of a half a lemon. So we'll put that in right now. I'm going to take those pits out of the way. Right? Now, if you are into apple cider vinegar, you can put 1 to 2 teaspoons of raw cider vinegar, organic raw cider vinegar in here. Thank you for my lead ball. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not putting that in. It's not my thing. I don't do well with vinegar like that. But I know a lot of people love that. Let me quiet that water. It's too much for me. All right, we're going to warm that. Now, also, we're going to take, I should start a podcast. Ava, you think so? That would be fun. I don't even know how to do that. I probably could do it. Couldn't this become a podcast? Couldn't we just be on as a podcast? Where's the best place to start a podcast? I have no idea. Apple cider vinegar with mother, and it is really good. Oh yeah, of course. All right, so now I'm going to take this piece of ginger and I'm going to peel it out of the way, a little bit of this out of the way. Now you could do a slice of ginger, but this is going to get in there a lot better. You're going to get like the juices. All right, my water's warm. When I say warm, you're talking about a live and a podcast. Well, a podcast would be, you don't see the person, right? Well, I guess you do see the person. I guess the podcast is recorded somewhere else. Like maybe you're doing a live on YT, but you're also talking into a microphone that's being delivered to a podcast app or platform. All right, now watch. I'm going to add a little bit of, can you guys see this? Hold on, let me move it back. I'm going to add a little bit. Now, you could do it like this, or you could grate it like this. I just started a Stacks account. I'm going to be writing. So, oh, because you're not supposed to promote other things, right? Hi, Patty Ann. Thanks for my share. Appreciate that. We're at 45,000. We need another 100,000 taps. That's crazy. All right, look at that. Ginger lemon in warm water. Let me tell you something. This is going to get you moving. Now, I have this brewing right here. I want to turn this down very low and slow, right? You don't like to rapid boil things because that's like, it feels like this to me, right? It's too much energy. I want calm, slow. Yep. So that's it. Thank you, Heather. That's what I mean. I call it the other thing. All right. This in the morning. Now, also, I'm going to take my mineral salt, which is my real salt, and literally a tiny little pinch. Gives you the electrolytes. Grated ginger. Now, you could put raw honey in here if you wanted to. You could put your apple cider vinegar. I don't do apple cider vinegar, but if you love that, this is a place to add it with this warmness. Now, this is going to just carry you right in, right? You stir gently, and you're going to taste it and add a small amount of honey if you need it. And then you're going to slowly sip it, right? Mm. And you want to do this relatively on an empty stomach. So if you want to have this at your bed for the morning, hi April, thank you. If you want to have this for your morning beverage, like when you first wake up, this is a very, very, very good way to start your day. You're going to take this. Thank you for lighting that up in my gallery. You're going to take this and over a week, 10 days, depending on how kind of congested your lymph system is, those little bounces, a little walk, a little bounce, put a little step, walk through your office like this. People are going to be like, why are you so happy? Walk with a pep in your step, right? Remember when everybody used to say that? Put a little pep in that step. I wonder if it was what they knew, that you were giving your body energy to move your lymph system. Sounds reasonable. This for me is delicious. I can feel my whole system going, yay, yay, So this is a great way to do it. We did our mineral-rich salad and our lymph salad with bitter greens. This salad has, it looks kind of funny now, but let me see if I can plate this for you so it looks better. Do I have a plate somewhere? Oh, hold on, I'm going to go up on my chair here. So it looks pretty. I want it to look pretty. All right. Hold on. Okay. Let me show you. There's a lot of mess on this table. So here. Presentation is everything. How much lemon? So Mary, I did about a half a lemon. And if you guys want, by tomorrow night, you'll find the whole packet in our recipe vault. There is it's $5 a month to be in that recipe vault, but there's over 500 recipes and over 30 kitchen pharmacy classes that are in there, and it gets filled every week. But so this morning lymph wake up is warm water. It's 12 to 16 ounces. The juice of a half to a whole lemon. And remember, I am really promoting organic, not conventional. If you can tolerate it, 1 to 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. Organic is really important. A small pinch of mineral salt. I use the real salt. This is the brand label. I love it. But if you like the Himalayan, it's just as good. Yes. Oh, you need neuropathy and vein health. You know what? We haven't done that. Let's get that on the calendar. I'm going to put that down. You know, to me, that speaks a lot of, stagnation and clogged. So you might want to try some of the stuff that we're doing here. It might help a lot, Heather G. Is that for Papa? All right. For the drink, a small pinch of mineral salt, grated fresh ginger. And if you need to, you can sweeten it with a little bit of honey. And I would do like a Manuka honey or something like that. And then you're going to sip it, right? It's warm. It's like 90 degrees. Maybe not, maybe 60. Let's see. Let me see what temperature I did it at so you guys can see. I love my little thermometer. Huh? It's 80, 81 degrees, 82, 83, 84. So it's about 85 degrees, right? So it's warm. That's a nice way to start your day. Ice cold water in the morning, you're just shocking your system. There's no reason to shock yourself. You want to be gentle and loving. There's too much shock in this world, I take beetroot and it has helped my cardiovascular health. Brenda, that's great. Just make sure you're using organic beets. Because a lot of the beets now, if you're using those supplements, it has to be organic because a lot of those are genetically modified, unfortunately. This is a beautiful way, to get your greens in. And what I love, if you're not into if you really have a hard time with bitter, just pair an apple with it and see if you can get it down with an apple. Because the apple truly balances the bitterness of the greens. Look. What are we drinking, Gima? I'll tell you in a minute. Can you make them ahead? How long would they be good? So, Granny, I would say if you're going to make these, I'm going to put this in a jar. I'm going to put these in a jar. This one I'm going to put in the fridge. This, you could grate your ginger ahead of time, but I would make this in the morning because you don't want to leave this out overnight because it's warm and you don't want to get it cold because how are you going to get it warm again? So this you could prepare, you could cut your lemon, you could even juice it if you really want to. But I would wait and do the warm water the morning of. So this jar has blueberries, organic frozen blueberries, cucumber, and mint. And this is sort of like an elixir for your lymphatic system. So this is like an afternoon tonic. This will stay like this for 2 or 3 days. I would be okay with you drinking this. And then this is also just like a glass of water with a little mineral salt. Again, the real salt that we use here, and some lemon. So either one of these are wonderful. What's the liquid in the jar? This liquid in the jar is filtered water with organic blueberries, cucumbers, and mint. All right. And here's our salad. Look how pretty. Looks so much better on here than on in a bowl. Look at that. It's so pretty. Look. You could eat that, right? Thank you for all those hearts and love. I really appreciate it. We're at 54. It's 10 o'clock. I will stay on here if you think if you think we can hit that fragment, I'll stay. It is beautiful, isn't it, Heather? And it tastes good, And like I was saying, the greens are bitter, the dandelions are bitter. But when you pair this with apple and your bitter greens and your lemon juice and your olive oil and the little salt, that blend, that combination really lends itself. And there's cucumber in here, and I put flax. So if you're writing that down, I'll say it again. It's all, if you've not been here before, this is all organic, 100% organic, the salad is. Because how can you detox your body when you're, if you're putting greens and apples and all that stuff with conventional produce that's got wax and all kinds of chemicals and stuff? We're not looking for that. Going to try these drinks. Been doing ginger and turmeric immune boosting honey bombs. Great. Oh, the league thing. I mean, it's just a ranking system here in TT. So and it's based on coins. If some of you guys might have, I guess they call it the podium. And those top people, the gifts, the go popular, those things push you out to the For You page and all of that. So it just builds the algorithm for people. Hi, Evie. All right. So wait, somebody asked me a question. Did I miss it? It wasn't running the clock for a while, but now it is. Yeah. The clock's running again, right? Yeah. We have an hour and a half to get 5.3 thousand done. It wasn't running the clock yet. All right. Lamb chop. Hi, Lamb chop. Thanks for my bear. All right. Hold on. Wait, there was a question. Is it safe to eat the wild dandelion leaves that grow in the yard? So Deborah, I would say yes, if you're not using fertilizers, chemicals, tick sprays, all of that, right? Because then you might as well just, whatever. It's not helping you if you do that. But if you have a natural grass garden, like a house, you're in the woods and dandelions naturally growing, and you don't put fertilizers or chemicals or sprays in the air or on your plants, then yes. But if you're fertilizing your grass to make it greener and dandelions are growing and then you're putting weed kill, don't do that. You're defeating the purpose. No, it's on the prairie, then yeah. Where do you think this grows? I mean, some of this grows in a garden, but yeah, I would do it. Now, caveat, my little Pomeranian ate every dandelion flower in the garden last year. I thought it was so cute, and he detoxed himself so much that he wound up in the doggy hospital. Do you guys remember that? I know a lot of you guys were here. It was not pretty. He got himself nice and sick. Okay, let me show you our ginger tea. Let's see. I want to find, here, this will be pretty because the color's beautiful. Look at this color. Can you see that? It's like an orangey yellow for the ginger. So now you can pour those things in. You remember that, Renee? You can pour that in, or you can leave it in your cup. And then what I would do, I wouldn't eat those. You could, but I think they're going to be too strong. But look at this. I know this seems medicinal and yucky to some people, but actually, if you haven't eaten like this in a really long time or ever, and your body is desperately needing this nutrition, when you put this in your mouth, you will not say yuck. You're going to say, oh my God, my body wanted this so badly, and it's going to taste delicious. If you need to put a little bit of honey in this, there's no reason not to put honey in here. Manuka honey, a raw local honey that's organic, if you can find it. Those things are so important. But this is a great way to keep your lymph system strong. And, it's part of your daily routine. Like if you want to have, a tuna sandwich for lunch, start with this first. If you're going to have oatmeal or fresh yogurt, yogurt with some blueberries or strawberries or something for breakfast, eat this somehow in the morning, like a couple of hours before or a couple of hours after you come home from work, before you make dinner. Just kind of scoop this in a bowl and eat this. Big stir. Manuka honey is fabulous. The higher the number, the more medicinal, the more money you're going to spend. It's very medicinal, very healing. When I make my cold and flu remedies, remember we made that the other day? Remember? Look. Here's my remedy. Remember, I wanted to show you this. I have to get all this stuff out of here, but you don't really have to because you're keeping it in the fridge. This is a flu buster. I used half Manuka and half organic raw honey. This is great. You got people that have the flu or the cold around you. Start sucking that down. Tablespoon a day. That's all you need. And it's going to keep your immune system. This right here, you start moving your lymphatic system. You start draining that. Eucalyptus oil right here behind your neck. A little frankincense under the armpit, and you massage them. What's in this, Daisy? You are going to feel so much better. Which one do you want to know? The tea? The tea has a little orange, honey, and turmeric. This is a morning drink of warm water. It's about 90 degrees we started at. The flu one, I'll tell you, I'll share that too. This is grated ginger, lemon juice, and if you can tolerate it, you would put my doggy's crying here. You'll put apple cider vinegar, and then you can also put some Manuka honey. I don't put either one. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Oh, thank you. My daughter goes to college, and their college colors are purple, and next week we're going down for parent weekend, so I got my nails done. Yeah, you could put cayenne. Oh, so any of these you could put cayenne in for sure. Now, this is a cold and flu buster. I put rosemary, ginger, orange peel, lemon peel, Manuka honey, raw honey, apple cider vinegar. Maybe I put thyme in here. I don't remember. And garlic, crushed garlic, ginger, turmeric, a little cayenne. Spicy. Hi, Stacey. Thank you for the repost. Thank you, KK. Okay, so that's the flu. And then you put this, you need like 3 or 4 weeks to get it really powerful and potent. So we made this last week. So by the third, hey Nate, by the third week of February, this will be ready. Oh, you got that, Erlene? I just said that. Yeah. Thank you, Ellens. Appreciate that. So if you guys are not, yep, there's rosemary in here, Renee. So if you guys haven't been here before, I'm Chef Liz. I've been cooking organic whole foods for the past 40 years since I could cook for myself. And the last 21 years, I have been working in a health food store. And about, 15 months ago, I started coming on social media, teaching what I know about the relationship of food and healing. And we have grown to over 20,000 people on TT, and we have over 1,000 people on YT, almost 1,000 on Book of Base. So we're building our community, and if you and all the communities, we are the organic food movement. If you haven't reached out to IG yet, we would love that. And then if you want information, if you go to our LINK in the BIO, you will find all. No, Ava, there's no water in this at all. There's no water in that. No water. What happens is it gets very liquidy because it draws out all the flavor that's in here too. So the cider vinegar and the Manuka honey. And then there's also raw honey in here. So if you go to that LINK, you will find a free premium pantry makeover. There's all kinds of free downloads for you in there. Vital Sips, where you can go back into our playlist on TT, and you can get where it says Vital Sips, and all 36 recipes are there. So you'll find all of them there, and you can write them in your worksheet, and then you can make your own drinks. That's free to download. We have a recipe vault. We have that has over 500 recipes, including all of our kitchen pharmacy packets. And they're on tons of different things. I can't even remember everything. Yes, Jackson's crying. He's crying. Okay, so we did our salad. And then we have a lemon garlic dressing. And we made a lot of dressings the other day. So for this dressing, he's a crying puppy. I know, it makes me sad too, Tyler, but he's with Ron. He just hears me and, he wants to, he kind of like stands now between me and the counter when I'm doing a live. Have you guys noticed? I don't know if you can see him. Sometimes you can see his tail waving, but he stands like right here, puts his face right there. Deborah, level 8. Chef Liz, I just got a grounding mat. Great. Do you ground outside too? Yeah, you can ground. I mean, right now it's a little cold to be grounding outside, but I like those grounding mats. I have one at my desk. I put my feet on it when I know I'm going to sit there for a long time. Yeah, I have on those Crocs that, they stop all energy from moving. I have those grounding sheets. I didn't really feel anything, paid a lot of money for them. I was kind of bummed. I was hoping I would feel something from the grounding sheets, but I didn't. I was really like, really? But I do. You know where I find the best grounding? Walking the beach. What other wellness tips do you have? I mean, Ava, we are filled with wellness tips. They just are actually nonstop here. I would say, didn't you got in the recipe vault, right? The other night, didn't you? I think you did, if I remember correctly. I wondered a lot for the sheets, but yeah, I don't feel it. I wish I was your daughter. Yes. So go into the kitchen pharmacy and start. I mean, there is a plethora of information, really. No damn seasonings added. What do you mean? Decom, what are you talking about? What do you mean no seasonings added? I wish I was your daughter. You are. You're here. Just show up every day. What kind of shoe? Okay, wait, hold on. A lot of questions. Okay, so first question, what is grounding? So when you stand in the earth barefoot, the energy from the ground sort of travels through your body. People believe that. And we are so disconnected from the earth because everything we do, our shoes are synthetic, our floors are synthetic. So everything we do prevents the ground from hitting or from beating us, right? Even me now. I mean, I grew up at the beach and in my grass. But up here, there's so many ticks that I never go barefoot. I try now to do it because I know how important grounding is, but it's very hard to do in where I am in the Northeast. We have if you put your foot on my lawn, there's ticks. So it's kind of hard, but grounding is that. It's just getting back to the earth. So now what they've done is they have, how there's like a 3-prong outlet? Well, that little hole is a grounding hole, right? It grounds you. So people believe that if you have something that can stick into that and you put it like on a mat, you're getting that earth grounding into the mat. Now, does it work? I don't know. I do know it didn't work for me for the sheets and they were ridiculously expensive, but I do feel something when I do the grounding mat, which is weird, but I feel that. So that's what grounding is. I don't know if some of you guys might not be old enough, but if you guys remember Earth shoes, do you remember Earth shoes? They walked, your feet, they were like opposite of the way that you normally walk in shoes, but they also would help ground you because they were all made with leather and non-synthetic bottoms of the shoes. So the idea was when you were walking outside, you were getting the earth grounding through those shoes. That's why they call them earth shoes. I think they're still around. You remember them, June? Yeah. Everybody had a pair. Yep. You guys all remember. Very country New York. It is. So stop wearing shoes. And whenever you can be barefoot outside, you should be barefoot. Yes, for sure. If you can do that, yes, you should be roaming the earth barefoot. Absolutely. The minute I'm at the beach, the minute I'm up in the Adirondacks, the minute I'm, where I feel safe that there's not going to be a lot of ticks, I'm barefoot. We're all chef's children in a way, kind of. My peeps. Very country New York. I do. As kids, we went without shoes all the time. Of course, Deborah, right? And now nobody, I do. I mean, because I'm in a health food store, I still have that little bubble around me. And I still see, parents still come in with their kids. They're not bundled into it's middle of winter and they have a t-shirt on and whatever little princess dress they want to wear. And they're walking around barefoot. And there's always some mom that's like, oh my God, your kid. And it's like, no, we don't have to bake our children in jackets and stuff. They can tolerate it, They're only coming in and out of the store. So every once in a while, I see, Mary, how are you? Water energized in the full moon. I mean, Renee, I think I ground as much as possible. I'm 74. Erlene, if I was in the South, I would be too. 100%. I think there's a role for all of that, Renee. I definitely think there is something to that. Natural sunlight, all of that. Well, we can't say it on here, but, I'm sure you can imagine how I feel about sunscreen. I will tell you, my daughter did not wear sunscreen. She wore it here and she wore it on her shoulders. And she was in summer camp from 4.5 to 13 years old, outside 9 weeks during the summer and never had sunburn, ever. She had a little zinc oxide or whatever that natural white crap is here, and maybe a little on her nose. That's it. Doesn't have a ton of freckles, never got sunburn. I don't know. My mom slathered that shit on her whole life and us. She has, the skin sea all over, I have no idea. Just eat the organic, So Ava, a lot of people in here know this, that have been through my lives a lot. 90% of the time, my family is 100% organic. So the rest of that 10%, if I'm out, if I want to go to a friend's house for dinner, if I want to go out to dinner with friends, I don't stress myself because I know that most of the things that I put in my body, on my body, are super clean, as clean as I can get without having a freak attack. I'm not having a freak attack because that defeats the purpose. You can eat healthy and wonderful, but if you're stressed out all the time, oh my God, what did I just put in my body? Well, the stress is going to get you. So I'm not doing that. I just don't want to do that. Right. There you go, June. See? All my kids, thank goodness. I know. Listen, I got bad sunburn too. Does she eat organic most of the time? Who, Ava, me or just in general? Are you asking that question? I try it, but it freaks me out. Wait, Shannon, what are you saying? Hold on, I got it. Oops, what's the freak out? I need to be involved. Bedtime. Good night, Carrie. I can't be barefoot. Yucky. I'm so OCD. Gina, that's cute. But if you're can you go to a lake or something? I can't find what somebody wrote. If you can repeat it for me, that would be great. My brother is 100% organic. I'm just starting. Well, I mean, what is the natural sunblock? We could make that. Oh, hold on. My dog is freaking. Come here, baby. Stop going in there and you won't get locked in. Sorry. Natural sunblock would probably be like a zinc oxide. We can make it if you want. When it comes time for the sun, we can do that. All right, dogs, calm down. Dad's going to be down in a minute. We're still live. Everybody calm down. Yeah, zinc oxide. Thank you for... Whoa, 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 whoa. He wants to go out. Thank you for my follow, Kate. We need 5 followers, 5 new followers every live. Did you know that? So if you're listening tonight and you want to give us a follow, it's free. You're going to learn a lot. They are so excited to get outside. Thanks for my fan club. Oh, we got a goal achieved. Let's see, what do we got? 30 out of 30, 5 out of 8 popcorns. All right, let's change it. Let's change it. 6 out of 12 cranes. We're moving along. We're moving this way along. But if you want to, if following is free, so if you guys are out there and you're enjoying the content tonight, give us a follow. We would love it. It totally helps. It just boosts everything. All that love. Oh, I need my hat. We need a hat of joy. Putting the hat of joy up. Hello. Hats of joy. It's a joy moderator. 15 to get to 100. Really? Awesome. What protein powders do you recommend? Eva, the protein powders that I use are, well, I don't really use them anymore, but I like Truvani. I like their protein powders. I'd have to do a little research and see, do you like whey protein or those like, you know, the milk protein powders? I'd have to know a little bit more. Just got diagnosed with gallstones, waiting for surgery. Thank you for your recipes. Oh, Gina. Didn't we do gallbladder health? We did. And do you absolutely, well, I mean, if you want to reach out, peanut butter versus almond butter. Almond butter. I like this. Do a bunch of those for me, Ava. I'll do them all. Almond butter, hands down, every time. Why? Almonds are the most alkalizing nut. Peanuts are grown in mold. Peanuts have the highest allergen toxicity. Almond butter is cleaner, natural, healthy, yummy. Okay, got it. Yeah, you don't want any sugar added. Chicken versus beef. Well, for me, it's chicken. But for a person with an O blood type, I would say it had to be beef. And I would only eat chicken and beef if it was regenerative agriculture, grass finished, you know, air chilled chicken. Renee, any brand. Oh, nut and salt. So if you're going to do nut butters, I like the Once Again brand is really good. Woodstock is Woodstock is the distributor's brand. So it's sort of like, I don't know how you say it, like a private label kind of thing. Pasture raised eggs versus organic. That's a good question, Ava. Hey, Janice. That's an interesting question. I would like to see it both. I'd like to see it pasture raised, certified organic, and if you can find it, soy free. And even better, raise your own chickens. It's not hard. But my problem is we tried raising our chickens. We even built a chicken coop and our town made us take it down. Whole Foods and ShopRite. How is ShopRite with organic food? Can you find organic food in ShopRite? I haven't been there. The feed is important. Yeah, I used to get the organic feed and then I would put, okay, good to know. I love you. Oh my God, the town sucks. Yeah. Yes. And we live on an easement with 3 houses that would actually, we would have happily given them eggs and they didn't even care. It's just the town being jerky. Sorry. That's what they do. You know those small towns. My ShopRite has organic. Oh, that's good. I got it. Now we have a ShopRite over here. I'm going to go check it out. Chicken thighs versus breast. Chicken thighs. I love the bone. I love the fat. I love the dark meat. I don't think there's anything wrong with either one. If your blood type says you can eat chicken and you're getting organic and you're getting clean food, go for it. Cece, thank you for my follow. I need 3 more followers tonight. We need to get to 5 followers. So if you're loving this content, and you've been hanging around tonight, and you're just listening and you want to drop a follow, that's so helpful. Yeah, the thighs are great. You can do so much more with the bone and thigh. I mean, you can grill chicken. You can make chicken, what do you call it? I made a video for you guys. You're going to see it. It's going to come out in a couple of days. I made like a bone-in lemon chicken, and it's so good. So good. Hi, Cuddles. Nice to see you. Thank you for becoming a fan, Cece. I'm going to start with the water in the morning. Yeah, you just start with one little thing every day. So the premium pantry makeover is wonderful. It really gives you insight about what's in your pantry because that's where your food really starts. Like, what do you keep in your pantry? What do you keep in your, and there's a really good pantry conversation. Ava, that's exactly the way I tell people all the time. I'm going to say there's quite a few new people in here, new faces and stuff. So I'm not a believer in the all or nothing. I was all or nothing my whole life. It was super stressful. I can't stand it. I'm 61. I'm not doing all or nothing anymore. I'm not. If I want to eat a bowl of ice cream out with my friends, I'm doing it. I don't care. My blood pressure's great. My cholesterol's great. I'm 61. The work that I do in my kitchen, I mean, some stuff I can't lift anymore, but the boys want to do it for me anyway. I'm like their abuela, But go slow. You replace one item at a time. When something runs out, you replace it with certified organic. I would, there's a couple of things that I'd say, please move out. Cilantro or parsley. Ooh. Parsley, more versatile. But on the medicinal properties, cilantro is better. I know. You guys are giving me good ones to pick. Over a year, and I love it, and I will not go back. Gina, I'm so excited. So did you find us? How long have you been here now? Are you following us? You are, right? I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. You are gonna love it here. You might want to check out the LINK. I love it. I mean, us meaning all of us. I feel like we're like a traveling love bomb. Stop drinking milk. That's good. Hey, see? Yeah. Those things make such a difference. Sometimes I make my own walnut milk. Perfect. Cashew milk. Perfect. Gina, you're so cute. I'm so glad you're following us. Yeah, guys, I would love to get 3 more followers tonight. That's a freebie too. Shows your support. It helps my algorithm move to get to more people. It's so helpful. I love, love, love it here. Arlene, I love that. Share it, repost it, love it. Whippy, we're at 98,000. Robin's gonna be so happy. She's laying in bed all icky. More questions. What do you got? Oat milk versus almond. I'm an almond milk. I'm not an oat milk girl at all. Can't do it. I don't like it. Almond milk. And my favorite is the 3 trees because there's nothing in it and it's certified organic and Now, the other good company to get, I don't have any to show you. What's the company I like? Khalifa has 3 brands that are 3 ingredients. So they don't have any more guar gums because that stuff rips up your stomach. 0, no cow milk, no. Filtered water, organic almonds, organic vanilla extract, and French gray salt. 3 trees. I love this milk. Love this brand. It's like making your own. Yeah, Robin's not feeling good. Cashew coconut milk. Renee, cashew and coconut milk. That sounds delicious. I need to make that. I don't believe in cow or goat milk. For me, I mean, I use it sometimes, but to drink a glass of milk, it's not my thing. It used to be my thing, but I don't do it anymore. I don't feel good when I drink dairy like that at all. But I'll use milk and I'll use heavy whipping cream, but I don't like drink a glass of milk, and I don't put like cow milk or sheep or goat milk in cereal. I usually use a nut milk. And the reason why, and I know this, this sounds very hokey, but we're the only animal that drinks another animal's milk. Animal milk is meant for baby animals, if you really think about it. Yes, 100%. You must take a binder when you're cleansing parasites. In fact, that's on my list. I'm going to try and get to it this summer because I have the cookbook and I have a lot going on. I got to get the baby mama book out, ebook out, and we have our salad cookbook. But I'm going to add a whole section to our already monster cleanse book. I'm going to add a whole parasite cleanse. You have to take a binder, Brenda. You cannot. If you really believe that you have parasites, you cannot do a cleanse without the binder. You'll get yourself too sick. The die-off's too much. I like goat cheeses. I love them. I'm just not going to drink the milk. I can't. My stomach cannot handle it. I really can't handle the cheese either, but I like it too much. Oh, so what I wanted to tell you guys. Okay, I was just checking with you. Yeah, please. You won't feel good. You'll feel too sick. I want to do that, but I'm not sure we can do it on, social media platforms because I'm not sure how they feel about that yet. Charcuterie board. Yes. Shredded cheeses. We try 100 grand. Okay, now we need 5 followers. There's 90 people in here. I know all 90 of you are not following me. So if you want to and you're loving the content tonight, I would love a follow. Please. And come in and drop your heart. Don't be shy. We love you. I've been trying to shred more of my own cheese. I forget who was in here one day, but the Mykonos vegan butter is great. Anna, thank you for the fan club. Fan club love. Appreciate it. It's great to follow. It's a great follow. It is. We're wonderful. But you'll do dairy, cheese, and butter? I will, but I will not drink a glass of milk. I know it's weird. Everybody's weird. Food is weird. It creates weirdness. I'm always interested in what people like and what they don't like and the textures and why they won't eat something. Like some people won't eat chicken on the bone because it's so gross, right? This is how I feel. This is my food philosophy. I'll give you my food philosophy. The book is coming out. I know I've been saying that since October, but it's coming. The Mykonos butter, I think I might have a package. Let me see to show. Oh, I do. It's a cashew plant milk butter. It's cashew. It's great. It's great. But I do think, I used to love the earth balance, but there's too many seed oils. Where are my eyeballs? Oh, here they are. I've got stuff everywhere here. Let me see something. It still has sunflower oil in it, but it's the 4th and it's got sunflower lecithin. So you can't get away from the seed oils in the plant-based butters. That drives me crazy. I'd rather see you guys use regular butter, honestly. It's nice, but it still has the seed oil. I saw that you can make your own cashew butter. I would think you can. If Mikos can do it, why can't we, right? We should do that. Let's make a plant-based butter. Okay, so here's my food philosophy. Ready? I say to people all the time, there's plenty of people out there that are like eating clean and healthy, and they're yelling at us. If you eat this and you eat this, you're gonna, I can't eat it. I can't do that. I don't see what, I feel like that's just so freaking stressful that you get one turn around. So I think it's like 89,000 days, right? Is the average. Yeah, I think so. And I feel like I cannot. And there's so many people, even in our store, that come into our store that have that feeling of like, now there are some personality types like that can do that need to do that have to be that disciplined. I think the rest of us are not living that way. So to me, for me, it works 100% of the time. I mean, 90% of the time I'm 100% organic. And I like living that way. It gives me that feeling of, if I want to eat a hamburger and I want to make, we made an organic, there's a recipe that's free if you go visit Stan, it's free. And I made an organic Big Mac. Like, we made all the ingredients clean. The sauce, you can download the whole thing. The whole thing is there for you. Every gum sucks. Right, exactly. Now, Janice, that's an interesting point. I got to write that down. We have to talk about cravings, because cravings can mean a lot of different things. They might not mean, like if you're craving a burger, it might mean that you're eating too much sugar. Or if you're craving sugar, it might mean that you need more protein. Cravings are very interesting. We could talk about those and do another class about that. Right? I think there's some notes about cravings somewhere in our universe, the organic food movement universe. You might find that. But I tell everybody all the time, here's how I think. I think no diet works for everybody all the time. Zone, caveman, plant-based, vegan. Vegan is different. That's a philosophy. You don't want to hurt animals. Very different. And I think that's a very noble, beautiful thing to do, as long as you don't get crazy with yourself and other people, right? Yes. But what I say to people is all the time, no diet is going to work for everybody. Some people are running around keto, paleo, caveman, this, zone, blah, 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 Weight Watchers. None of that works. The best type of yogurt, I like local, plain, organic, local farm yogurt. What fits you? I'm going to tell you. Hold on, Gina. I'm like at everything. Then I say to people, what is your ancestry? What ethnicity are you? Are you Asian? Are you Italian? Are you Swedish? Are you Eastern European? Are you American? Where did you grow up? I missed if you were just talking about paleo diet. I was not talking about paleo. I am talking about how so many people are like, you have to only be paleo. Like, all these fad diets pop up and everybody tries them and they might lose weight or they might get sick or whatever. What I'm saying is, here at the Organic Food Movement, this is what I think food should be for people. How did you grow up? What were your comfort foods growing up? What did your grandma make, your nana make, your whoever, your family, whoever cooked? What do you remember was comforting to you? Take that food and make it organic. Clean it up. Don't use seed oils. Use fresh food. If your parents fried food, Southern food, right? You can clean up Southern food very easily, believe it or not. In the recipe vault, you're going to find Italian, Eastern European, Greek, Turkish. I think I did Middle Eastern. I think we got to do Southern food next. Clean up the food you love. Make it yours. Then look at your blood type. What's your blood type? Because specific blood types do better with specific foods. And then look at your food sensitivities. What are your food sensitivities? Take them out. Weed them out. Now you create a diet that you love, that takes care of your specific body yourself. Because for me, I'm an A positive. That's mostly vegetarian. Very little red meat. I don't like red meat. I like to eat a burger once in a while. It's grass finished. It's organic. Important to me is clean, unprocessed, organic food. That's the most important thing to me. I feel the best. I'm really healthy for 61 years old. You know, exactly, Gina. So, when you clean up your food, and then some people might need to look at the energetics of food, meaning balancing, like what you were just talking about, Gina. What are you craving? What's out of whack? What's out of balance? I have a sweet tooth. Well, I'm eating too much protein. I'm not eating enough protein. Maybe I got to up that. If you are plant-based, but maybe you're an O blood type. That's the oldest blood type. You have to put a little meat in that body. Some people that are O and are trying to be vegan or vegetarian or vegan for the philosophy of it, unaliving us for sure. Unaliving us for sure. But so many things, chemicals in our food, right? So those are the things that you have to look and do a deep dive. Now, for some people, can you show the blood types with what they should eat? We have done a ton of classes, and yes, but not at this one because I'm going to bed soon. I got to get up for work. I'm hoping that we need 3 more followers. If you're following and you're living on the outside, give us a follow. There's 100 people in here. If you can, I would love to have 3 more followers. If that's all we can do tonight, that will help our algorithm so much and get us out in the world. But yes, O is a meat eater. A is more plant-based. AB is sort of like the everything. They have the strongest gut. They can take most of it. All of those things. Hi, Lord. So that's where my food philosophy comes from. That's why I try and teach the spectrum, right? On Monday nights, I would love to have you live in my cupboard. I try to be vegan, but I still need a little beef now. And now I know why. Are you an O? Is your blood type O, Daisy? Yeah, it doesn't cost a thing to follow. If you know your blood type, you can look it up. Yep. Yeah, see? So your body's craving. Now, let me ask you a question. Now, this is going to be a question. You don't have to answer it, but think about it for yourself. Your body requires a lot of that O blood type requires animal protein for the most part. So if you're not eating beef, do you have a sweet tooth? Do you crave a lot of sugar? Just curious. It's my own curiosity, no judgment at all. Because if you're craving sugar, your body's probably not getting enough and needs more protein. So, a burger every now and then. And here's how I talk to vegans. Exactly. Here's how I talk to vegan. I respect that a ton. I was vegan for 7 years. I didn't even eat honey. But I thrive on that. My blood type thrives there. But what I say to vegans is, and if you find Thousand Hills is a great beef company. If you find a local beef company that harvests their animals rather than slaughters them, that cares for them, that lets them roam outside. I don't know if anybody saw that movie from Temple Grandin, but you find that company that harvests their animals in a way that's humane. They have that. I think there's a 4-step. I have to look at it for you and sort of explain that in one of our lives. You can get I think that might be in my showcase, but I don't think I'm allowed to say that on here. So if I'm saying it wrong, don't get mad at me, TikTok. So think about it that way. If you crave that, find grass-fed, grass-finished, organic, ground beef that's been humanely harvested, and it takes that edge off, that you're not treating the animal in a bad way, and most of the time, where do you recommend food shopping? I recommend to everybody to find their local, independently owned natural food retailer. Almost every area within 45 minutes to an hour has one. And it's, in some of the cities you get big, you get more. But I would start there. And if you can't find it, then you find Sprouts or Whole Foods, and then you go to like the bigger companies. But start with the independents, because they're the ones that built this movement. If it wasn't for us, the independent natural retailers, there would not be an organic movement. Yeah, local co-ops, farmers markets, those are also good. Farmers markets don't always have organic though, but they do have humanely raised animals. Yep. The less ingredients, the better, Gina. 100%. I have one a mile away. It's an adorable place. So much great stuff. Yeah, and if you shop their flyers, ask them if they're part of Infra. If you shop their flyers, you're going to get better deals than in a regular grocery store. All right. You guys are awesome. Did you learn a lot tonight? Sprouts. Yeah, they're pretty good. I've been to a few now when I'm down south. Good night, Ava. It was so nice. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad. Guys, if you think about it and you want to give us a follow, I would love 3 more followers before we close out. We're at 102 people here now. Woo, woo. Thank you. You're not into salads lately? Yeah, you need a steak. Find Thousand Hills. They're a great company. They do right by their animals. I like them. That's awesome. That's great, Brenda. I love that. Coupons are awesome. So guys, get involved. Join us at the Book of Face. Join us on TT. All our replays are there. The Book of Face has everything going on. I'm trying to build IG so we can go live there. We need a lot of followers over there. It's a little harder. They make you work a lot harder. I have trouble eating a lot of things with no teeth. All right, so do soft things. Maybe a burger's better. I am at the store tomorrow. We'll try and go live. I'm making the birria tacos again and brisket first thing in the morning. So if you guys, your kitchen's so nice. Did you design it? I did. I designed I did all the interior design in the house. Josh Strike, where you been? I miss you. Amanda and Sebastian, they're the best. They're there tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brenda. Guys, if you're there and you want to give us a follow, I would love it. I miss you too. I hope you're feeling okay. We need to chat. Yep, check out Stan. Get involved. Download all the freebies. Be involved. You're going to have a great time. Please. I think every time I say that, you email me, and then I get distracted and forget to talk to you. I'm sorry. My fault. Thank you for my crane. Good night, June. Sweet dreams. Thank you for all the love and shares and support. We have cooking classes. We have so many things. Yes, I made 3 different soups the past couple of days. That's awesome, Daisy. If you really want to, Daisy, start with bone broth. Make some bone broth. That will help. Gina, it's going to be in our recipe vault. So go to the LINK in the BIO. I'll make orzo salad. Oh, tomorrow? Let me think. I might. Let me see if we don't have it, I'll make it. You have to remind me tomorrow. And go in there, and it's in the recipe vault. It is $5 a month, just so you know. But it's so worth it because there's over 500 recipes in there and all of my information. And if you can't find it, just email me and I'll put something together for you so that we can post it and everybody has it. But I am positive I have gallbladder stuff in there. There's also a cleanse book with gallbladder cleanse stuff. However, before you were to download that, I'd have to know how far along you are with how serious your gallbladder is, because you don't want to start detoxing your gallbladder if you have stones that aren't moving. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be careful. You're welcome. But check it all out. You're going to love it. I need to go. Almost 10 p.m. here. Can't believe you're still on. I know. It's 11. It's almost 11. We have 4,000 cabbages left. We need three followers and 4,000 cabbages. Could you repeat the morning lemon water again? Sure. Do you want the warm one? The warm lemon water is like, you want to get the water to like 90 degrees. And then you're going to squeeze about a half a lemon and grate some fresh ginger in there. And then if you can tolerate it, you can put a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in here and a little bit of raw honey, organic raw honey. That works too. And you drink that warm. Good night. You can reach out on FB, Book a Face as well with questions, and we will help you. Yeah, there are so many people so knowledgeable and will help you find everything you need. You're welcome. Remember, this replay will show up on YT. I hope you all had a good night. Thank you for supporting me, loving me, doing all the things. If you feel like following, thank you for the follow. We need 2 more follows in this live. It makes such a big difference. 2, just 2 little followers. Bye, bestie. Good night, Arlene. Ashley, thank you for the follow. One more follower. Let's go. No, we only need 1 more, Renee. We have 5. I love you guys. We got them. We did it. 5 more people followed us tonight. Welcome. Get involved. Do all the things. There are free downloads in the LINK, on the BIO. I need pom-poms. I'm going to get them. LINK, BIO. All right, I have to go to bed. It's been really nice. I have to tell you, this is such a beautiful community. The people here are wonderful and kind and loving. If you need us, we're all here. When I say us, the organic food movement has now become an us. There's so many of us building this lifestyle that it really makes a difference, and you're going to feel so good. Welcome. Yeah, Kate, let me see. Is it Clen? Sione. I'm calling you Sione. Clen. Clinic? Hotmail. I'm just going to call you Hotmail. Thank you for all the great questions. I know the questions tonight were great. It's awesome. I really appreciate it. Watch, I have a lot of videos coming out the next few days of all different things. Cook some rice, cut a chicken, all kinds of fun stuff. So keep on the lookout. And if you need me, you can find me. Yes, Tyler. All right, my loves, have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining us tonight on our other places.